Hi everyone, Dr. Scott here, back at the practice, and this is part 2 of the Q&A. Thanks so much for tuning in again and celebrating with me this first year of Rescue Vet. Right, let's crack on with the questions. I've had loads of questions asking all sorts of things about the ginger doofus, which is Mango. I just want to say he is doing brilliantly well. Thank you so much. Every time he pops up on the channel, you guys seem to absolutely love him as much as I do. He continues to grow, which is weird, so it means he was much younger than what I anticipated. I think he's probably about a year, 14 months now. I think he's getting near the sort of top of his size. The fur keeps growing out of him. He's amazing, but such a loving, sweet boy, so affectionate, so kind, loves dogs. Doesn't matter what dog, big, small, he doesn't care. He just is so good with every type of dog. He just knows how to behave and react to get the best out of them. So he just is so joyful to watch in the park. And it's been a delight to have him and to exist alongside him, because he really has given me a huge amount of support this last year. So yeah, very grateful for beautiful Mango, and he will be featuring a lot in the videos of the future. So this is from Samantha regarding Ukraine. She just says, will you return anytime soon? Well, actually, Sam, I will, and I have. I went back the following year, and I was working with a number of different animal charities that are based in Ukraine, Ukrainian charities. Again, I went right to the front line. I helped erect a Ukrainian flag about 150 meters from the Russian border, and helped a lot of different animals, rescued a whole bunch, went to a cat sanctuary that was underneath a block of flats, went to a horse sanctuary, and helped with the repatriation of a leopard called Brave, and met an absolutely gorgeous, stunning tiger called Mir, which means peace in Russian. So yes, there's lots more Ukrainian content to come. And I'm sure, like all of you, we all just wish for peace in Ukraine, and I do hope for all the people that I met out there that they are safe and well, and anything that you can do to support peace finding its way to Ukraine. I'm sure that we all wish for the same thing, not only helping the Ukrainian people, but the animals suffering as well. Right. So it's from Holly. What is Dr. Scott's favourite thing about being a vet? Well, I mean, it seems obvious. It's the animals, obviously. The all creatures, great and small. Element is why I've always been a GP, a general practitioner, rather than going to specialise, because I just love all the animals that come into the vet practice. I have sugar gliders coming in. I've got a ferret coming in this afternoon. You've got all the different sizes and shapes of dogs, different cats coming in as well. You've got rescue, you've got privately owned animals. It just never stops, and I just love it. I still feel like a kid. I get excited about different types of animals, and it's a real privilege to work with them all. So yeah, the best thing about being a vet is the animals. Simple as that. Okay, so next one is, do you have any more Rescue Vet International episodes coming up? I loved War Vet. Well, thank you so much. We do actually. I do love traveling and going into the world to learn from people and to support the work that they're doing in their own countries. So the first one I have for you is Dubai. We went out to the UAE and filmed with a charity called Al Maya. They do amazing work out there with not only street dogs, but rescue dogs as well. I've already filmed that. That's in the can. It's being edited at the moment. It will be coming to you guys over the course of the next couple of months, so please do look out for that. We also have the amazing Sri Lankan films. So I filmed those back in September of last year. It's working with an amazing charity called We Care Sri Lanka and the gorgeous Janie the vet. That is a really impactful series of films. I'm sure that you're going to absolutely love them. There's loads of amazing stories, really heart-rendering ones as well. So have your tissues at the ready. But it's amazing work that's being done out there to support the wonderful street dogs of Sri Lanka. I'm sure if you've been to Sri Lanka, you would have met a street dog or two, And they really made a holiday for me when I first went out a year previously. So I wanted to go back and support them, and that's why we've gone out to help We Care Sri Lanka. That will be an amazing film that's coming up next week. So do check that out. I can't wait to watch it as well. I haven't seen the rushes since I went out and filmed, so I can't wait to see it. And I'll be watching alongside you guys. I hope you enjoy it. And then finally, we may have a trip at some point to Africa. I'll let you know a little bit more as we go on. Right. So this one's from Tina. What is the most interesting animal that you've ever treated? There's so many. I would say I put a gold tooth on a sloth bear while I helped. A team of veterinary dentists put some canines back into a sloth bear, which are the dancing bears that are present in India, or they were, but thankfully that's been pretty much removed from the culture now. The reason that they dance is not because they think it's fun, because actually they're moving away from the pain of having a rope around through their nose, and they get it pulled a little bit. So they sort of dance to almost shake away to try and avoid the pain. These animals are in such torture their whole lives. They're caught as cubs, mums get killed, dragged into towns, and then entertaining people. Thank goodness there's an amazing charity that I'm patron of called the International Animal Rescue. And they've got a big bear sanctuary in Agra, which is right near the Taj Mahal. And what's where the Taj Mahal is. And we helped to put gold teeth on the canines where they'd been knocked out, so they wouldn't bite their keepers. So that was probably the most amazing, I think, treatment I've ever done, because it was just making animals have bling, not in a bad way, in a really good way. So that was, I think that's probably the most amazing. I'd say the most amazing experience was possibly rescuing a mum and her Joey koala from a burning tree in Australia when we suffered with our bushfires. I went out and supported the work that was being done out there, and standing there and treating mum for her burns whilst the baby was holding onto my arm was, it was amazing. So inspirational, and it felt unbelievably good to be there and help when my countrymen and women and animals needed me the most. So that was really cool. So here's one. Love your channel. Also really enjoyed learning from your Ask the Vet videos. Will they return? Well, thanks so much for asking. And in fact, it's something I wanted to ask you guys as part of this Q&A, is what is it you like to see? Because at the moment we're producing lots of different types of content, just because I suppose I'm interested in different ways of educating or of telling stories. So Ask the Vet is very much like, here's a problem and here's a solution. But the more storytelling videos, the longer form ones, are obviously a bit more indulgent. It's more of a story of my life and my sort of travel journey and working with animals. And then obviously there's stuff for the clinic as well. So I suppose, please just tell me, what is it you guys want to see? What is it that you learn the most from? What do you get the most out of? Just let us know in the comments. That would be so, so handy. At the moment, we have paused the Ask the Vet videos, but no reason why we won't return them. Or maybe we put them on a separate channel entirely because they don't quite fit potentially with some of the storytelling stuff. So just let us know. Let us know what you think, what you would do, what you would recommend, and we can hopefully do what you want. This one's from Rafferty saying, do you think about your patients when you get home from work? Absolutely, Rafferty. The sign of any good vet worth their salt is that their patients are on their mind all the time. So as soon as I get home, I'm thinking about them. Before I go to bed, as soon as I wake up, I'm thinking about them. We're messaging our support teams and we're wanting to know how they are in the morning. Very much when you do a job like this, the care doesn't stop and you are very focused and you want your patients to do well. So I think about them all the time, and I know most, if not every single vet would be exactly the same. And it's exhausting, but it's part of the job. So I think it's a key element of being an animal lover and being a vet is, having that part of your brain which is wired towards than care and compassion and protection of animals. So that doesn't stop. Yeah. Right, so that's it for the Q&As for this first birthday anniversary celebration. So thank you so much to all of you for watching. I really do hope that anyone that isn't yet subscribed to please do so. We're really trying to get hold of that 100K subscriber plaque. So let's see if we can make it in the coming few weeks. But for all of you, there is an amazing film coming out. So next week is Rescue Vet in Sri Lanka, working with the incredible charity We Care Sri Lanka. So do tune in for that. It's absolutely amazing. There's highs, there's lows, and there's loads of beautiful animals. So I know you guys are going to love it. So please do continue to watch. Thank you so much for supporting Rescue Vet, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.